Alright, we're in the shop. I just got done drilling my holes for my seat brackets. So, should mount something like that. Got a slight angle. What else did we get? We got a mounting bracket. We've got shifter cables. We've got the shifter cable brackets. We've got a throttle body adapter plate. We've got a fuel rail, fuel pressure regulator. Got this water neck. We've got a set of injectors. We've got a ton of stuff. Fuel lines. Basically, most of what we need to get this car ready to go to the track. So the 1500 Elite is right there. So I'm just going to start plugging away and getting some of this stuff done. Okay. So I got 4 of these. Okay. Might need to waller that out a little bit. There we go. Okay. That's gonna give us the angle that I want. Well, if I do it there, it's got us way tilted back. I'm gonna try this second one right there. Flush. That's what we want. Alright, so I've got most of the bolts in the bracket. So from this point, I'm going to tighten the bracket down, and I'm going to take the seat and sit the seat down on the bracket, and then we're going to mark out where we want to drill our holes for to mount the actual seat to that bracket. Alright, so I didn't film a whole lot of what I did because I just wanted to hurry up and get everything buttoned up, but here in a second, once I get this tightened up, we'll go over the seat mount as we install the cushion. But we now have a driver's seat firmly, securely mounted in the car, which is a huge deal because I've never had that done as long as I've owned this car. So first time we've got a legit drag seat mounted somewhat safely, I guess. We still gotta get harnesses for this thing though. Nice and tight. Alright. I'm stuck between a seat and a sharp place. Okay. All right, I'm out. So real quick, I did get some slips for the rear, but more importantly, moves the whole car. So that's what we wanted. And we're right there, basically touching the top. I can reach all the pedals. So let's go ahead and throw in the cushion and see how it feels overall. All right. We got the seat cushion. Throw it back in. Okay. Go. One more. I guess we got a couple more. So, one right here. Go. We got that one right there. That one's on. Okay. Now we have a drag seat, fully mounted with the cushion, looking solid. So I'm gonna sit in it for the first time and we're gonna see how it feels. All right, well. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, much better. I like that a lot. That's really good. Where's the steering wheel? Oh, the steering wheel is over here. So one thing to keep in mind is that we've got a super long hub on here right now. I'm gonna switch to an NRG style hub, which is gonna shorten it up 2.5, 3 inches. So the steering wheel is actually gonna be a lot further away from me and a little bit shorter when it's all said and done. But for what we got going on right now, this is solid. Oh dude, I like that. Oh yeah. Wop, 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 wop. Well, I guess we're at 4-speed now, so wop, 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 wop. Feels good. Feels really solid. I like it. This is what I wanted. We got good clearance. Seat's not hitting the door. We're nice and snugged in. This is solid. Heck yeah. So we've got our seat mounted, so that's one step closer. All right, let me hop out of this thing. Oh yeah, it's gonna be tough getting in and out of this car, but it's a drag car, so not a big deal. Heck yeah. So again, we just got some universal seat mounts and then a universal CRX mount, and then we mounted the CRX base plate to these universal seat mounts, and then we used some carriage bolts on the inside so that way we don't have big nubs sticking out, you know, big bolt head sticking out, possibly going to dig into our sides. Especially right there is a perfect example. That's kind of what you want to see right there on the inside. So we got our drag seat mounted. One step closer, and that's a pretty important step if you ask me. All right, so the next thing we're gonna bolt on is this bad boy right here. And this is the upper coolant housing. It replaces the radiator cap. We're still gonna have a radiator cap down here, but this just also, it relocates our coolant line into a better position to get to our K-swapped radiator that's gonna sit down here. So I'm gonna get these gaskets and hardware all lined up, and then we're gonna tighten this thing down. All right, so currently working these little gaskets in. That's what's gonna seal it to the head right there. And then I've got some hardware, and then we're gonna bolt this upper coolant housing onto the head there. What's going on, guys? It's the next day. We're back here working on the CRX. I don't know if this is going to be a second video or if this is just the next day, but we are back working on the car where we left off last night. We got this water housing on. We got this little deal on. The throttle body adapter plate was wrong, so I have to order a new one. Not a big deal. I just pulled the shift selector deal out of another trans, and I'm letting this RTV cure for a little bit before I throw that guy back on there. Okay. This. Oh, I gotta pee. Okay, there's one more long 10. I'll put that sucker here. All right, Rigo. Shifter cables, brackets, and grommet installed. What else did we get done? Everything on the shifter box on this side installed. Seat fully mounted, nice and sturdy. What else did we get done? Fuel rail. All of that stuff is pretty much done. I need one O-ring for that injector on the top side, and then I have to connect my returns. So that return will just feed into this line. So at this point, I just need to figure out power, a little bit of wiring, and my rear brakes, and my car is ready to go. Where are you at, son? What'd you do today? When are you gonna work on your race car? Don't give me no excuses. What are you doing, handsome dog? What's up, handsome boy? You gonna help me push this car inside? Take that as a no. All right. Excuse me, dude. Come on. Back up, dude. Back up, dude. Come on, let's push your car in. Got some more pieces to the puzzle. So, I'm sure I've mentioned this before in other clips, but this is just it's too much. It just comes out way too far. So, and on top of that, it is also my brother's. It's like a legit Cusco quick release for like race cars. And he's always made comments about, don't forget that's my quick release. It's an expensive piece. So you guys can see, this thing is like right in my lap. Like, that steering wheel is way too close to me. I don't like it. So we're gonna swap over to that NRG quick release. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this bad girl off, and then that should put the steering wheel further back and hopefully a little bit lower, and hopefully we'll like that and that'll feel good. Also, we've got this piece that bolts on, and clip it back, it bolts on like that. So we've got that piece. It's the 5th gear lockout, so we can't go into fifth. But yeah, so 2 more pieces to the puzzle, waiting for everything else to show up so we can put our staging brake mount and shifter base plate combo on. I've also got the first and second gear lockout coming. I really kind of want to get rid of all the fuse BS, but I need to get a dash before we can do that, so let's get started. All right, so I pulled this guy off. Basically, all I had to do was loosen that bolt, and then there was a big nut that screwed onto there. We were allowed to slide that guy right off. Now, we just got to pull our steering wheel bolts out, but before we do that, we can grab this piece right here that I've had just chilling for like 2 years. She slides on just like that. All right, I'll grab a 19, snug that down, continue the process. No suspension. And fresh suspension. So we got the rear suspension all hooked up, new rear trailing arms, new rear lower control arms with some fresh bushings. Everything is installed, torqued down to the best of my knowledge. So now we can start putting, well, I guess we gotta bleed the brakes back here still, and then put the rear wheels back on. We've got fresh lower control arms, fresh rear trailing arms, all torqued down. Fresh drag seat. Mounted nice and tight. New quick release. Shifter's hooked up. Got the little lockout deal. Got the other one coming. What's up, dude? Gotta get some K-Series injector hats for the injectors that I have, because I have 2200s, but they're the wrong style top hat. Gotta get a throttle body, radiator setup, and then plug the harness in. Then we're pretty much there. Super excited though. We're really close, boys. Got that stuff plugged in, you know, just got one of these chilling to run my headlights and my blinkers and stuff, you know. But I am stoked. Got the slicks over there. Almost ready.